Already know.
Catch me on the downslide, I be heading up in the wild, chillin' low key. Catch me on the downslide, I be heading up in the wild, chillin' low key. Catch me on the downslide, I be heading up in the wild, chillin' low key. Catch me on the downslide, I be heading up in the wild, chillin' low key. Catch me on the downslide, catch me on the downslide, catch me on the downslide, I be heading up in the wild, chillin' low key. Catch me on the downslide, catch me on the downslide, catch me on the downslide, I be heading up in the wild, chillin' low key. Catch me on the downslide, I be heading up in the wild, chillin' low key. Catch me on the downslide, I be heading up in the wild, chillin' low key.
Ayy, I got the recipe, never gonna let any out get the best of me. Thought it was distance, but haters is next to me. Talk to the spirit, you know I've been heavenly. Company definitely show your trajectory. This ain't a diss cause I say it respectfully. It's time to eat up, bread like a speeder. Taking it deeper and that's how it better be. I never let the comparison get to me. I just remember the promises meant for me. I know the enemy and that he's sent for me. I keep the blood of the lemons, my centerpiece. I cannot trust in no crystals or energy. Look at the chemistry, it do not even mix chemically. Most of the tricks they be gimmicks, they mimic the truth. It's poison and we got the remedy. There is a bomb, apply it. The fire can stand to the tallest of giants. The tyrant and all the suppliers are scheming and lying. They selling his dreams and we buying it. Show me the chicken, I'm frying it. Show me the dough and I'm prying it. Ain't never lacking it, so what I'm packing, he taking it, he magnifying it.
They say you ain't bout it. Tell them that you finna make it, but they doubt it. But you rose like the flower. Tell me what it's like to live with superpowers.
I don't know, but I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I just know that I'ma get it. 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 Ayy. I got the drive, the bus, the truck, the gas is stuck. I ain't the one to rely on the luck. I put in work and then he show up. I know it's faith that's in the reps, ain't no regrets, I do too much. It ain't me if you seeing I stunt. He calling the place and I do what he want. This ain't a front, glory to G-O-D. It's what you could do with a mustard seed. It's what you could do when you start to believe. Take fear and you cast it inside of the sea. 100% out of me, cause he gave it all on the T when he let it bleed. So what is you saying to me? You just insecure about the love that turned me to a beast. I take a step and I ain't turning back. He made me first cause I know that I'm last. I ain't got time for no thing in the past. Learn from it first and then I react. Hands off me, don't hold me. Get it jumping like a trampoline. All truth, ain't no trolling. We in good hands, no folding.
They say you ain't bout it. Tell them that you finna make it, but they doubt it.
But God did it.
But you rose like the flower. Tell me what it's like to live with superpowers.
I don't know, but I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I just know that I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I'ma get it.
Hello, fly chick coming through. Nice to meet ya, glad you came too. Like your style and you know you got moves. You spit game and you know you spit smooth. Glad you came, it's best you come and stay. I need your loving like water in the bay. Let's walk down the aisle, make a baby. I ain't been in love like this somewhat lately. Step into the room with the crown on top. Confident, gripping, you will never stop. Everywhere I go, got 'em bound when I'm the queen. Real royalty when I step into the scene. A boss from birth, ain't no need to pretend. Haters gon' talk but still hating in the end. No need for approval to find my own reign. Success is my language, I speak it unchained. A boss from birth, ain't no need to pretend. Haters gon' talk but still hating in the end. No need for approval to find my own reign. Success is my language, I speak it unchained. Confidence, self-love redefined. I'm the blueprint, you know, but we're fine. The boss in the game, ain't nobody like me. If you're looking for the sauce, I got the recipe. Swag is so fierce, is the language I speak. Unmatched confidence, my power, my peak. No crown needed. My presence, it reigns in the world of swag. I break the change with each step I take. I redefine cool. Others try to mimic, but I'm the I got the recipe.
Bryce Coder with the OH.REPORT, and we are coming to you live from Cedarville University on a balmy Wednesday evening in the regional semifinal Division 7 OHSAA Baseball Tournament. Both teams stacked in their lineups, but for one of them, it will end tonight. Stay with us for the pregame show coming up next.
Looking for the best high school sports coverage in Ohio? You found it right here on the OH Report. From the field to the court, we've got it all. OH Report brings you local coverage like nobody else in the area, live and free. Follow OH Report now and never miss a moment of the action. Don't just watch, be a part of the game with OH Report, the future of local sports.
And with that, the 2023 season comes to an end. Good night.
Bryce Coder with the OH Report, and we are joining you live for the Maumee Bay Turf Center and Danny's Cafe Rossford pregame show. Should be a good one for you as Russia is taking on Mohawk here at Cedarville University. A warm, humid one, but we'll take it. It's been a rainy ones for me lately, but today beautiful sunshine on this Wednesday afternoon. Let's go ahead and take a look at our team spotlight for Mohawk so far this season. This year, taking on a host of challengers. And for Mohawk, a batting average of .327, on-base percentage of .455, 51 extra base hits, 4 home runs, 186 RBIs, 114 stolen bases on the year for the team. Taking a look at some of those past records, South Central picking up a big victory, also a victory against Plymouth, but going down against Galleon. Take a look at our player spotlight. And for Mohawk, it's Hunter Haynes and .452 batting average on the year and .574 on base percentage, 26 stolen bases. He's taken to the base paths quite nicely. Taking a look at our keys to victory as the players take the field, getting ready for the national anthem. They're going to need to subdue the star power that Russia has available to them and keep everything low, not hanging any sort of curveballs, just keeping everything in bounds. You know you have a good host of hitters that you're going to be facing. Just clean, tidy shifts. Taking a look at our team spotlight for Russia. We will take a brief pause for the national anthem. Wrapping up the pregame festivities with the national anthem. Both sides taking to their dugout as Rushi will be first in the field. Up to bat first will be Mohawk, however. First three up will be taking a look at Owen Patrizzi, Hunter Haynes, who is the player spotlight, and Ben Bogger due up to start us off. On the bump for Rushi is Braylon Cordonier, who is a 3-time conference player of the year all the way back to his sophomore year. He has stood out as the one and officially committing to Marshall University, a 3-sport athlete here in high school, a bright future ahead of him. Getting our first look at him as he takes the mound. I'm Bryce Coder, your commentator and director for the evening, joined on camera by Evan Johnson. We should have a good one for you as we are all the way into the regional semifinals of the Division 7 OHSAA Baseball Tournament. Rushi with a record of 17-10 on the year. Have really come through in tournament time when it's mattered most. Some big victories for them. Of course, Mohawk with a 21-6 season have been exceptional from start to finish. So Owen Patrizi, second baseman, will take his first chops at things. First AB of the night. Left low for the first pitch of the game. Hit high towards the outfield. Center fielder charging in on it. He'll get under it easily for out number one. So only 2 pitches will get Patrizi to go down to the flyout. And Hunter Haynes will take the plate. Looks at a first pitch strike. Make it 2 back-to-back strikes. Swings right through it. Out number 2 on 3 straight strikes. So after the strikeout, Ben Bogner looks at a first pitch ball, looking to stay patient against a pitcher of this ability. Swings through that one as well. Cardonier just 1 strike away from a quick 1-2-3 inning. And at the letters, well, we're all leaving at 2. Try again, 2-2. The count has worked full on a pitch that gets by the catcher. We're all full. Swing and a miss. Strike number 3. Out number 3. They go down 1-2-3. Rushi will take the plate. Coming up next. Braylon Cordonier will start us off here in the bottom half of the first inning. Taking the bump, he sent him down 1-2-3, and we'll look at a first pitch strike to start him off. Vince Borchers in the on-deck circle. As this one, borderline pitch, umpire says a ball. I do think that's the right call. Good job of the catcher trying to frame it, but no luck on this one either. 2-1. A pop fly towards the first base side into foul territory, and the grab is made by the first baseman, so Cordonier going down on a fly out on just 3 pitches.
Now batting the center fielder, number 1, Vince Borchers.
So some discussion about what may have happened with the catcher coming out of the flyout. So after just a brief discussion, they decide not worth pursuing, so instead it'll bring up Vince Borchers, the outfielder batting out of the second spot. Showing bunt, getting a piece of it, but not much, as it'll be strike 1. The 0-1 is by the catcher and too far inside, so it ties it up at 1. Lets that one go for strike number 2, and now earning a payoff pitch. Caleb Bish on the mound for Mohawk. Perhaps just a waste pitch, letting it go into the dirt. Advantage still lying with the pitcher. In front of this one, but hit on the ground. The chopper is fielded by the third baseman, who makes the throw over to first and gets him by a step and a half.
Now batting the third baseman, number 26, Zeb Schultze.
Zeb Schultze will start off the cleanup positions in the 3 spot. A bunt loops well foul. It's taking a little bit off of that one, gets him way out fouled towards the first base side in the concession stand. So well in the hole. We'll see how Schultze is able to defend. Great job of just leaving that be. So much pressure in a game like this with 2 strikes on. You want to make something happen, but patience being key. Peters out of the glove of the catcher, but outside all the same. On the ground towards second, backhanded grab, then throws it over to first, and we have out number 3 as we bring to an end the first inning. Stay with us for more baseball action here in the regional semifinal coming up next.
And with that, the 2023 season comes to an end. Good night.
So only 6 outs as we're entering the top of the second, but already a rubber match ensuing as both teams go down offensively 1-2-3. Looking to change those fortunes though is Caden Bish batting out of the 4 spot for Mohawk. A check swing. They appeal. Umpire says yes he does. You can be the judge at home with the replay. So all tied up at 1 after the check swing call, and way out in front of this one as the breaking pitch gets Bish 1-2. A well-placed pitch, umpire, I guess giving it to the patient hitter, tied up at 2. Hit on the ground towards third. Third baseman has a little bit of trouble with it, but recovers nicely, making the throw over to first for the 5-3 ground out.
Now batting the catcher, number 5,
Lance
Lance Frankhart.
Frankhart wearing all the gear on the defensive side, but bat out of the 5 spot here. Line drive, well foul. Cardonier already with 2 strikeouts on the evening. That one won't get him closer to his third as it's ball 1. Breaking pitch just low. Another 3 inches across the plate, and that would have been painting the corner. Pulling back and firing towards first. First baseman's just going to take it himself after the ground out.
Now batting the first baseman, number 14, and Clouse.
And Clouse will come up in a 2-out scenario. Neither side recording a hit as of yet. Looked like a breaking ball, that one. Pretty high in the strike zone. coming back with the fastball, swings right through it for strike one. High and outside, 2-1. And instead, a dead ball hitting the batter. So that will grant Clouse first base, and we have our first base runner of the evening.
Now batting the pitcher, number 7, Caleb Bish.
Caleb Bish, the pitcher, batting out of the 7 spot with a runner on first. A long pause from Cordonier. Fires it in, but low and outside. And hitting another batter. So Bish will now take first base, moving Clouse over to second.
Now batting the right fielder, number 2,
Elias Maglianis in a big spot as there is now a runner in scoring position. Cordonier had been stellar up until the 2 hit batters. But with 2 outs, not too much work to be done to get him on the offensive side of things. Late decision to swing at a pitch in on the hands. Fouled into the backstop. Out of the stretch. Kicks and deals. Looking at strike number 2. Now Cordonier is just 1 strike away from working out of this jam here in the top of the second. Strike number 3 for strike out number 3 for Cordonier, and avoiding any damage done after the 2 batters hit by the pitch. Stay with us for at the bottom of the second coming up next.
And with that, the 2023 season comes to an end. Good night.
Bottom of the second as Rushi takes to the offensive side of things. Starting things off is Cooper Overfirth. who is in turn drilled on the first pitch of the half inning. Another look at that one.
Now batting the left fielder, number 10, Micah Grisop.
So in turn, that will be the first base runner for Russia, as Micah Grisop will have his first time up, batting out of the 5 spot, laying down a bunt, but touched foul several feet away from the line. Coming out of the stretch, set, showing bunt once more, this time in fair territory. Pitcher opts to field it himself, fires it over to first for the fielder's choice out. So the sacrifice working just as intended.
Shortstop, number 7, Zeb Borchers.
Zeb Borchers will get his first try. The runner over in scoring position. The pitch just outside. Checks the runner, throws over. Behind the runner as it pulls the shortstop away just a bit. I don't think it would have mattered, as with the dive he was back safely. Looks down to second. Pitch and on the hands just a little bit, but able to drive it towards the first base side. Foul though. All even at 1 out. It's behind the catcher, so easily advancing over to third. Our first run of the ball game, staring down at home now. So an unfortunate, unforced error puts Russia in the best scoring position for either side so far tonight. Towards the head, not able to get the bunt down, but it's past the catcher anyway. The run will score. Take a look at that one more time, as happened so quickly. Yeah, pulling back, apparently tipping off the glove of the catcher. And I think that's what they're discussing, is did that not hit the batter? Take a look one more time. Yeah, I think that one might have been into the back shoulder. So after all is said and done, it'll be 1-0 for Russia. 3-1 count to Borchers. And only 1 out. Having trouble squeezing it behind the plate. This one luckily finding the strike zone. The count is now worked full. In search of his first strikeout of the night. Instead, hit high behind the catcher. It will land towards the press box. We'll try it again. One more time with the full count. On top of this one, just getting a piece of it. The Borchers-Bish battle resumes. Out in front, just getting a piece of it. Hard hit back to the pitcher. Cleaning it up nicely is Bish as he just makes the easy flip over to first. Great reaction time from the pitcher. Ben York batting out of the 7 spot. Get his first chops tonight. Getting a lot of weight on that back foot, really trying to seek out those curveballs and drive them. The 1-1 hit on the ground. Second baseman ends up fielding it. Some trouble over there at first as the first baseman thought that maybe they could make the unassisted play perhaps. Instead, it puts him out of position. So that one itself may be an unforced error. You got to respect the hustle and the motivation of the first baseman to try to chase that one down, but unfortunately, instead it leads to the runner reaching first. On the move, throw down to second is in time, and they get him at second. He is confused. We'll take another look at that one. And just bang, bang. I mean, I really think it could have gone either way there. And second look, so much closer is the hand. Take one more look at it. Look at that left hand. Question is, did he slide in with the shoulder? Umpire says he got him.
And with that, the 2023 season comes to an end. Good night.
Again.
9-1-2 due up here in the inning. Hit on the ground on the first pitch. The throw on the move, not in time, they say.
Now batting the second baseman, number 4,
So no outs, a runner over on first. Apologies if there is a bit of a stutter, a bit of technical difficulties, but we are back with a full count. Runner over on first. We are at the top of the lineup. And the 3-2 gets him swinging. Patrizi, after flying out to the center fielder this time, going down on strikes. Hunter Haynes, who struck out his last time up, is one of the star hitters of this Mohawk squad, batting over 400 and an on-base percentage over 500. Checking the runner out of the stretch. Hit right to the first baseman on the chopper, throwing down to second. It's a skipper into the outfield. Runner's just going to hold up at second. So in effect, doing the same as a sacrifice, just with more steps. Ben Bogner now at the plate with a runner in scoring position over there on second. Looks at a strike. He'll take a breath as he steps back in the batter's box. Healthy lead over there at second. Nobody holding him on as of yet. In on the hands, chopping it over the backstop on the first base side, now down 0-2. Runner on the move, catcher throwing down to third, way in front. Umpire says tag is down. And that will end the inning. One more look at that one. Throw absolutely on the money. This will bring up the bottom of the third coming up next.
And with that, the 2023 season comes to an end. Good night.
Back here in the bottom of the third inning at Cedarville University at the beautiful field that they have graciously decided to host for us. Grant Bergman takes to the plate after his last at-bat was spoiled by a stolen base that was thrown out from the catcher. A controversial call over there. Quinn Hoying in the on-deck circle. And after that, it'll bring up the top of the order. The 2-1 is a skipper, 3-1. (3-1) is swung through. Had some room to get aggressive, though, with the empty strike. But now we are worked all full. Succumbing to the strikeout. This one bringing up the 9-hitter. So with one out in the inning, Quinn Hoying at the plate with some first pitch swinging, hit weakly towards the shortstop. Almost gave him enough time to leg it out, but not enough as he's behind by a step.
Now batting the pitcher, number 24, Braylon Cordonier.
Braylon Cordonier back up to the top of the lineup. He flew out to the first baseman in foul territory his first time up. Starting him off with the fastball, but this one in the other batter's box to the left-handed hitter. The 1-0 from Bish is also outside, 2-0. Outside, 3-0. Able to muster up a strike here as Cordonier, the good hitter that he is going to take that one. Taking a lot off of this one on the breaking pitch, 3-2. For second strikeout of the half inning. Instead, it will be a walk as that one skips in the dirt.
Now batting the center fielder, number 1, Vince Borchers.
So great patience by Cordonier to wind up over on first as he was way behind in that one, or way ahead in that one, and worked it to 2 strikes, getting those valuable pitches up, but ultimately winding up on first, throwing over easily up. No need to get the jersey dirty here. Checks the runner over his shoulder. Sets the pitch. Great breaking pitch. Slides into the inside part of the zone. Vince Borchers at the plate, grounded out his last time. Throwing over, this one will require a dive. But same result as he's back safely. The 0-1 is outside. That evens us up at 1. Throwing over one more time, trying to keep that runner close. A check swing, almost a defensive swing, making contact with the bat. It'll be 1-2 and a payoff pitch for Bish. Stepping off, a quick discussion from the catcher. Not taking much time at all, probably just a clarity issue, getting things straight as we're back to the plate. One-two count, 2 outs, runner over on first. Here in the bottom of the third, Rushi leading 1-0 over Mohawk. Getting set, the throw over. Almost got him this time. His momentum actually taking him away from the bag as he ended up on his back on the dive. We'll try one more time. This one a little more easily as he's back on his feet. Just making contact with the batter, they say, on the elbow. So that'll send Borchers over to first. We'll have 2 runners on board. Light at the end of the tunnel as there are 2 outs, but Mohawk in a jam as they're already trailing by 1. Zeb Schultz, he grounded out his last time. Now with the runner in scoring position, an RBI opportunity for him. Hit a looper. Second baseman will let it drop as it was close to the runner, but fielding it on 1 hop and making the throw over to first will lead to our 3rd out of the inning as they strand 2.
Concession stand for cold drinks, hot dogs, candy, and
And with that, the 2023 season comes to an end. Good night.
Ben Bogner will get another try after his at-bat was sabotaged by the caught stealing over there at third base. Just above the letters for ball number 1. Rushi leading the way 1-0. Weekly hit with a lot of backspin towards first, foul. Bogner struck out his first time up, looking to change his fortunes with this AB. Swinging right through this one as he's way in front. The off-speed pitch gets him. At eye level, we're now even at 2. Also out in front of this one, strike number 3 and out number 1. Bogner going down on strikes for the second time tonight. This will bring up Caden Bish batting out of the 4th spot. The 1-0 with 1 out is swung through. Good concentration to just get a piece of that one, but it'll be back foul. This one also swung through, but this time for strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts, looking to strike out the side. If he can get Lance Frankart to go down. Cardonier drilled back-to-back batters back in the 2nd and walked one, but aside from that, he's been lights out. That's also the same story on the other side of things, where Rushi, according to the scoreboard, has yet to record a hit, but because of the error, are leading the way by 1. Gets a solid piece of this one. Grass slows it down quite a bit as a shortstop has to charge. This one close, but by a half step they say he is out.
And with that, the 2023 season comes to an end. Good night.
Firth here in the bottom of the fourth with an opportunity to get things started in Ferrucci. An opportunity to get some insurance runs on the board. Leading this one 1-0. Fouling this one back. 0-1 is what starts us off here in the bottom of the fourth. Behind the batter and off the backstop, but actually ricocheted most of the way back. So after the pitch behind the batter, we're tied up at 1. Bish fires a breaking pitch, but too much drag on it. Too much downward pull as it doesn't make the plate. Good hitter's pitch, but not able to make much of it as he fouls it back. We're all even at 2. The 2-2 is low and outside, so the plot thickens in this AB 3-2. Hit well towards left, over the head of the left fielder. This one's going to get down all the way to the wall, thinking about extra bases, and he is easily going to pull into second. Firth with a lead-off double here in the bottom of the fourth. So officially, that registers their first hit of the ball game. Micah Grisham batting out of the 5 spot. Still in the heart of the cleanup with the runner in scoring position. An opportunity to break this game wide open. Showing bunt, pulling back. That one would have been close. The 1-0 to Grisup is behind the catcher. A wild pitch will move Firth over to third base. No outs in the inning. Bish just needing to take a breath as the catcher comes out to have a word. So taking his time, Grisup with a prime opportunity, just put it into the outfield, and the sacrifice fly should do it. This one also in the other batter's box, but the catcher staying in front. It's now 3-0. Time called by the coach, and I do think that is the right decision there, as you can tell by the body language that Bish is getting a little bit frustrated up there. Pitch is not going his way, not able to place him exactly how he wants him, and just a chance to let him know it's a 1-0 game. Even if the runner does score from third, you have faith in your offense behind you. Just a collective breath taken by everyone in Yellow Jacket Stadium here at Cedarville University. A tense battle in the bottom of the fourth here in the Division 7 OHSAA Regional Semifinal. But instead a change in pitcher. So with the change in pitcher, this one is going to be Hunter Haynes, the right-handed pitcher, warming up now. Taking over in a tough situation, runner over on third, no outs, a 3-0 count. Still very much in the heart of the lineup against Griesip. And the on-deck circle is Zeb Borchers. Just a couple more pitches of the warm-up, as notably a little bit less speed, but it seems like what they're making up for in loss of speed is the breaking pitch, as he's placed it really nicely the last few. And again, the scenario 3-0, runner on third, no outs. Rushi leading the way 1-0, a run they scored earlier on in the second. A strike to Griesip. As Haynes is settling in nicely after only just 10 pitches to get him acquainted with the feel of this game. The 3-1 breaking pitch. Late decision to swing. Almost looked like he was backing out. He knew if he would have gotten a hold of that one, that would have ended up deep in the parking lot. But instead, this will culminate in a walk. We'll have runners on the corners.
Now batting the shortstop, number 7, Zeb Borchers.
So it does put the double play ball in effect, but probably going to go right after the batter. Strikeout would be ideal. Showing bunt. Pushing the bat, just making contact on top of the ball as it bounces foul. So fielders recognizing, shifting into the bunt scenario. The 0-1 showing bunt once more, and same result as this one's fouled off. 0-2 will have to swing away. The 0-2 smashed into left field. This one's going to get down for a base hit, but a RBI all the way from third. Now a 2-0 lead for Russia.
Now batting the right fielder, number 8, Benjamin York.
Look at the hitter in a clutch spot, showing bunt 2 times around. Now at the plate is Ben York, showing bunt as well. Third baseman going to let this one go foul, and a smart decision to do so, as the runners would have reached easily. Still no outs in the inning. Just two left-handed hitters in the Russia lineup. Showing bunt, pulling back. Umpire says that one not catching the zone either, so we're tied up at 1. Haynes sets, checks the runner. Long check, coming home, bunting towards the Mohawk dugout. 1-2, likely be swinging on this one, much like Borchers. York reaching on an error his first time up. We'll look at ball number 2. Hit high, but just outside of the infield. Left fielder moving way in, almost on the dirt to make that grab, but he cleans it up nicely for out number 1.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 20, Grant Bergman.
So Grant Bergman at the plate. Struck out his last time up. And the curveball finds the zone, the better part of it too. Bergman, the 5th batter of this half inning. Big swing, but a big miss as well. Now down 0-2. Payoff pitch from Haynes. Way out in front of this one as he gets him for the strikeout.
Now batting the second baseman, number 12, Quinn Hoying.
Quinn Hoying after the strikeout, batting out of the 9 spot. Grounded out last time in his second appearance now. Will look to drive in that run from second. Pitcher deciding to step off and we'll reset. Big hearty swing, the fastball, but not able to keep his head on it as he drives it back to the backstop. Looks at a great curveball. At least a foot of break. Now 0-2, only allowing 1 run if they can get strike number 3, but instead Hoying lets it go, 1-2. Long pause, but a pitch is hit high in the infield. Second baseman scrambling to get underneath it, but he does for out number 3. So damage done, but not much as only 1 run crosses the plate. They'll strand 2. Russia leading the way 2-0 over Mohawk. Mohawk with a chance to get on the board for the first time tonight. Coming up next.
that, the 2023 season comes to an end. Good night.
Six, seven, eight due up for Mohawk here in the top of the fifth. They're trailing by 2 to Rushi. Such a close game, all that can change here in the regional semifinal. Batter's looking to stay aggressive with some first pitch swinging. He was out in front, but just making contact. Strike one. Looks at strike number 2, and he's quickly down 0-2. Andon Clouse at the plate was hit by a pitch his first time up. But instead, a big swing will lead to strike number 3, and 3 pitches leads to 1 out in the inning.
Now batting number 7, Caleb Bish.
Caleb Bish started the game as the pitcher, but was subbed out in the last half inning. A good curveball gets Bish to bite. So now down 0-2. Chance for another 3-strikeout, but instead he leaves this one low. So now room for a ball. It's 2-2. Cardonier stepping off, causing Bish to step out. When both reset, we foul this one back. Cardonier with 7 strikeouts on the night. But not on this pitch, as we are now worked full in search of his 8th. Out of the windup. AB extended. Fouled back. And great brick backstop, causing a lot of ricochets. Umpire checking to make sure no scuffs, no. Nothing too much that would give the pitcher too much of an advantage. Hard hit ball right back up the middle. Their second hit of the night as Bish is on board the 7 batter. Elias Maglianis in a big spot. He struck out his last time up looking, but now with the runner on, a little bit more motivation. Bit of a defensive swing there. Will lead to a foul ball, 0-1. Checks the runner. Long pause. The pitch is a breaking ball that gets him way out in front for strike 2. It's really favored the curveball in 1 strike. Counts that are even or favorable for the pitcher. Looking at strike number 3 for the second time tonight.
Now batting the left fielder, number 23, Levi Teal.
So call it 8 strikeouts for Cordonier. Levi Teal, the 9-hitter at the plate, reached base safely last time. Look to keep that streak going. Timing that one, it's fouled off towards the third base side. Set, kicks and deals. Thought about that one, but lets it go, 1-1. Double play ball in effect. Middle infielders responding as such. Runner on the move, pitches a called ball. Throw is way over the second baseman's head, but runner will hold up as the center fielder's right on top of it to clean it up. So credit Bish with the steal as he's now in scoring position with 2 outs. Checking the runner. Swinging through that one. We're all even at 2. Bish doing the best he can to try to grab the attention of the pitcher. Time called, and word to be had with how much time they're taking. I wonder if it is a communication thing or perhaps a play thing as they're looking down to second. Be sure to stay with us through the half inning as we bring you the Maumee Bay Turf Center and Danny's Care Rossford 5th inning stretch. So now 2-2, runner over on second. And a swing and a miss for strike number 3, out number 3, the 9th strikeout of the night for Cordonier. 1-2-3 due up for Mohawk in their next half inning, but Rushi leading the way 2-0.
And with that, the 2023 season comes to an end. Good night.
As you get a quick look at the work that they do, we bring you the Maumee Bay Turf Center and Danny's Cafe Rossford, your trusted source for turf systems and premium sports bar in Rossford. So taking a look at some of the stats through the half inning. Russia leading the way 2-0 over Mohawk, 2 hits to their record each side, recording an error so far in this one. So bringing up the top of the lineup, Braylon Cordonier, a dangerous hitter, but officially with 1 at-bat on the night, flying out to the first baseman, but walked later on in the third. Here in the 5th, he looks at a strike. Good eye by the batter to leave that one. We're all even at 1. Now the 1-1 is a chopper. Would have been a skipper from the pitcher, but really wanted a piece of that one. It leads to a 1-2. Called down from the third base coach, letting him know that swinging at those types of pitches, it's not going to do it. With this break in the action, gives the opportunity for the catcher to have a quick chat with the pitcher. So after the quick chat, it's 1-2 to the leadoff hitter. Holding back on the check swing. That was well safe from being called a strike. With the 2-2. A weakly hit ball back to the pitcher. Pitcher moving away from the action, but makes the throw all the same. A sidearm effort gets him over at first. See just the athleticism as didn't completely stop, but fielded that ball and was able to have the strength to fire it on over. So Vince Borchers will take to the plate. Also walked in the third inning, but grounded out in the first. Healthy swing, but not placed in the right spot as it's tipped off foul. Fans not happy about that one as it's a called ball. It's 2-1. Way out in front on what appeared to be a fastball gets us at 2-2. Skipper in the dirt, works his full 3-2. Right down the middle, looks at the changeup, and immediately he knew it.
Now batting the third baseman, number 26, Zeb Schultze.
Second strikeout of the night for Haynes. Bish was able to pick up 1, so that's 3 total for the Mohawks. Looking at a first pitch strike is Zeb Schultze. Chopper on 2 hops, hit to short. It's going to need a big throw, and that's exactly what it takes to get him over at first. That's what they say it is. We'll take another look. And bang, bang could have gone either way. All the same, though, we are leading into the 6th inning with Rushi leading the way 2-0 over Mohawk.
And with that, the 2023 season comes to an end. Good night.
The Mohawk Warriors will have just 6 outs to work with here in the top of the 6th inning if they want to get back in this one, trailing 2-0, and they got a lot of that ball, but not very well as the shortstop settles under it easily.
Now batting the pitcher, number 10, Hunter Haynes.
So the lineout brings up Hunter Haynes. He's 0 for 2 with the strikeout. 1-2-3 due up in the half inning with the one batter going down to the lineout. Haynes earns himself a 2-0 count. Make it 3-0. Ball 4 at the letters. Home crowd not happy about that one as they thought that might have caught the corner. Instead, Haynes will end up on base for the first time tonight. Away the base on balls. Ben Bogner try to turn things around as he has a pair of strikeouts to his record. Late decision to swing as he only gets some of it. Bouncing foul. Cordonier quickly throws over, doesn't step onto the mound so he can make the move there, but heads up base running over at first as he's able to get back nicely. So they call the strike. It looks like, yeah. Batter trying to call time, but umpire didn't give it to him. Oh, instead they say that they did grant time. Scoreboard saying 0-1. Hopefully we'll get an indication from the umpire here in a second. So scoreboard officially 1-1. So there, indication from the umpire, 2-1 count. Rearing back and firing, but can't find the ball. It's now 2-2. Runner seemingly staying put over there on first base, although it's getting a pretty decent lead. Bogner will go down on strikes for the third time tonight as Caden Bish will try to get it started here in the top of the sixth. Bish grounded out and struck out. Foul right off the catcher's mask. Just going to give him a second to take a breath. As a catcher, I will say, the few times I have ever seen stars in my life, it was one of those scenarios, was taking a foul ball off the mask. The 0-1 is hit towards the gap on the left infield, but the shortstop makes an incredible play to field it and throw it over to first against the weight of his body. We'll take one more look at it. As now just 3 more outs for Mohawk. Rushi going to get on the other side of things, looking for some insurance runs as they lead the way 2-0 over Mohawk.
And with that, the 2023 season comes to an end. Good night.
Cooper Overfirth will take to the plate as the 4-hitter, but leading off here in the bottom of the 6th inning. A big spot as they have an opportunity to get a few more insurance runs. Just 3 more outs for Mohawk to work with if they hope to get in on the other side. The bright side for them is the bats have started to come alive a little bit. They're finding much more contact than they were earlier in the game, starting to figure out Cordonier a little bit. Reaching for that one, tips it off foul. Haynes already on the mound, ready to pitch. Right away into the lineup. Has to move to get away from that one. It's 1-2. Count now full, no outs. Can't get him to bite on the curveball, so we'll have a runner on first.
Now back to the left fielder, number 10, Mike.
Overfirth was hit by a pitch his first time up, had the huge double into left field, and now walking, ending up on first. Grisham, who is 0 for 1, had a sacrifice bunt to move the runner over to second. Walked in the 4th, and now here in the 6th, we'll have a runner on first. Pinch runner over at first. Looks like Eli Borchers, I believe. Micah Grisham will face the first pitch of this AB, putting the bunt down, and it's a perfect one. Catcher stepping into it. Quick reaction time from them as that one just sat. I thought maybe it was going to roll down the line a little bit more. But it gets the job done as the runner is now standing over on second and in scoring position with 1 out. Seb Borchers, who had an RBI back in the 4th off of a base hit, is 1 for 2 on the day. Gets drilled by the first pitch of his AB, so we'll have runners on first and second.
Now batting the right fielder, number 8, Benjamin York.
Ben York reached on an error his first time up and flew out. With the runner in scoring position and only 1 out, anything to the gap is virtually an insurance run in the book. This one looping foul towards left field. Left fielder trying to make a play on it as it was near the bump of the bullpen. Had to back off just for his own safety as he was approaching the warning track. Gives us a 1-0 count. Thinking about the bunt, but it's too far outside. Wisely pulls back 1-1. Pulling back the snapshot throw down to second base. A risky one, but shortstop stays in front and fields it on the bounce. Now York working with a 2-1 count. Haynes checks the runner over at second. The pitch showing bunt. Gets a good piece of it, but foul. He's now 2-2. Likely forced to swing away. Rushi in a similar position earlier with a runner in scoring position. The bunter was forced into 2-strike count, and that favorable for them off of a base hit RBI. Waiting on this one, drills it towards the shortstop who just holds on to it. So runners on first and third is that will bring up Grant Bergman. Really would have been a tough play even if he hadn't kind of slipped. So bases loaded. Bergman striking out twice already in the game. Having a word over there with the third base coach, some last-minute words of inspiration. We'll see what they decide to go with. Could be an interesting opportunity for maybe a squeeze.
Pinch hitting for the Raiders, number 21, Michael Voisard.
Michael Voisard will be pinch hitting, the junior outfielder. First pitch to the left-handed hitter is in at the laces as he dances to get away from it, ball one. Getting the bunt down. It's going to be a tough one to play. And no throw over to first as the first baseman was covering the bunt, but the second baseman never got over to field the play. Should get another look at that. So the confusion leads to a run. Rushi leading the way 3-0 over Mohawk here in the bottom of the sixth. A little bit more work they have to do if they want to get back in this one. Everybody's safe. Quinn Hoying taking to the plate, 0 for 2 on the day, but able to get a piece of both of them, a ground out and later a fly out. Hit right back up the middle. This is going to score at least one, easily two. Now runners on first and second. The 9-hitter, Quinn Hoying, picking up a 2 RBI base hit here in the bottom of the sixth. So a couple more ducks on the pond, but not before a pause from the Mohawk coach, an opportunity to talk this over. We'll take a quick break through the timeout. Stay with us.
And with that, the 2023 season comes to an end. Good night.
As we change pitchers, we'd like to take an opportunity to thank our sponsors who support our live and free coverage right here on the OH Report. Maumee Bay Turf Center and Danny's Cafe, Rossford, your trusted source for turf systems and premier sports bar in Rossford. Clouse Construction Corp., your design build general contractor. Avita Home Health and Hospice, providing high-quality community health care and improving the quality of health and families throughout their lifespan. First National Bank of Sycamore, community-based, community-focused. Let's build dreams together. And Reinhardt Walters, Danner's Insurance Agency, your trusted choice for auto, home, business, life, and insurance benefits. So it'll be Magianis on the mound as we take back over. Scenarios runner on first and second. Fresh count, 1 out. The runners on first and second belonging to Haynes. Officially no earned runs as, well, 1 earned run. Taking a step off, thinking about second. Cordonier at the top of the order is at the plate. Bright side for Mohawk is Cordonier not had the best night at the plate. Downside is that he has had an exceptional night on the rubber. Magianis looks down to second. Catcher keeps it in front. It's now 2-1. Thinks about it, but ends up holding back. So now 3-1. Of no infield fly rule would be in effect if routinely hit in the infield. Looks at one right down the middle. Count is full. So now with full bases, Rushi leading the way 5-0 as Cordonier walks for the second time tonight. So some quick, looks like base running substitutions as Vin Borchers digs in. Borchers is 0 for 2 with the walk, struck out in the 5th, grounded out in the 1st. On top of this one, foul. Seventh batter of the half inning. This one getting a little bit out of hand for Mohawk. They'll have a lot of work to do with only 3 outs to do it. At the shins,
number 6, Caleb Unpreferred.
With the 1-1. A chopper to second. It gets by the second baseman, so 1 run will score, make it 2. Looking for third. The throw is not in time as the runner is safe at third. We get another look at that one. A valiant effort as he looked to just keep it in front and perhaps make the play at home. So now with the 7-0 lead, Rushi still with bases loaded. Or runners on second and third, rather, and only 1 out. Zeb Schultze swings right through this one. 0-1 count, only 1 out. In the on-deck circle is Cooper Overfirth, which means that we will have officially batted around if he takes to the plate this half inning. Working with a 1-2 count. Schultze swings underneath that one for strike 3. It's the second out of the half inning.
Now batting the catcher, number 11, Cooper Unpreferred.
Overfirth officially 1 for 1 on the day, has walked twice. Had a big hit to left field, reached third on a wild pitch and later scored. Looks at one around the leathers for ball 1. The 2-0 is looked at for strike 1. Magianis battling back with that one, 2-1. Hit right back up the middle. This one scoring 1, now 2. Holding up at first base. It's a 2 RBI base hit as Rushi is now laying it on, leading 9-0 over Mohawk. So that makes Verfirth 2 for 2 on the day. So he now stands at first. Ends up hitting Greship.
Now batting the shortstop, number 7, Zeb Borchers.
So a couple of sacrifices and 2 walks, one of them a base on balls and another a hit by pitch for Greship. Zeb Borchers, who already has an RBI base hit to his record, batting out of the 6th spot, will look to keep this rally going. Outside now 2-0. Around the shins, now 3-0. Skipping away from the catcher, but it won't matter as it's a walk. The base is now loaded.
Now batting right fielder number 8, Benjamin York.
So if York is able to reach safely, will be a 10-0 lead. That will end the game on the run roll. What was a game that was close, very close all the way until the third. I mean, it was a 3-0 game, but the 6th inning, cycling through a couple of different pitchers, just not something they could overcome. Hit high, right fielder charging in, but it's the second baseman who will make the play on it for out number 3. So avoiding the run rule result, they'll now have 3 outs in the top of the 7th to come up with 9 or better. Stay with us for the conclusion of this ball game in the 7th inning coming up next.
And with that, the 2023 season comes to an end. Good night.
It'll be Braylon Cordonier looking for the wire-to-wire effort as he takes to the bump for the top of the 7th. Rushi leading the way 9-0. Mohawk able to avoid the run rule in the last half inning. It'll take a monumentous effort for them to be able to pull it off, but what a great time it would be if they were able to. Now quickly down 0-2 is Frankart, who's 0 for 2 on the day. Cordonier tries to get him to bite on the low pitch in the dirt. No luck this time. Count is now full. Inside leads to the walk. We'll have a runner on first, so if they're looking to mount a comeback in this one,
Now
It's a good first step right there.
Number 14, Andon Clouse.
Pulling the trigger on this one, but underneath it, fouls it back to the backstop, strike one. And in Clouse, look to get the job done in the 6th spot. Above the letters, 2-1 now. Also leaving this one high, 3-1. Catches the better part of the zone for strike two. Count now full. No outs, runner on first. Three-two. Swung right through and missed. Out number one on the strikeout.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 7, Caleb Bish.
11th strikeout of the night for Cordonier. This one is Bish swinging right through as well. Down 0-1. A double play ball would end it. Another big swing, another big miss. Down 0-2. Comes back with the fastball and a good one high in the zone for strike number 3. Finding a little bit of extra zip here in the 7th inning.
Now batting, number 2, Elias
Magianis will take the plate. 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of strikeouts. Will look to keep his team's tournament hopes alive. Just one more AB. Catching the outside corner for strike 1. Not going to give it to the pitcher this time. A called strike. Now 1-2. Mohawk down to their last strike. If they're not able to extend this AB. Too far inside, says the umpire. We're tied up at 2. Skips away from the catcher. Runner's going to move over to second. We now have a full count. Full count. Strike number 3, and Cordonier has earned himself a complete game shutout with only 2 hits allowed.
Final score, number 2, Sycamore.
Picking up the victory here, 9-0. Rushi will move on into the regional final. That's going to take place tomorrow. Stay with us for the MVP interview and the postgame show coming up next.
shit, boy.
Bryce Coder with OH.REPORT here with the Avita Home Health and Hospice player of the game. It's Braylon Cordonier. Complete game, 0 earned runs, only 2 hits, 12 strikeouts on the game. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
So as a 3-time player of the year in the conference, you've been someone who has had a lot of high expectations and a lot of high hopes for you going to Marshall University, but how do you kind of manage those expectations going into games where you know people are expecting a lot from you?
Yeah, you know, we've, as a team and myself, he's been in a lot of these positions before. My last 3 years, freshman, sophomore, junior, so we kind of got the feeling, we kind of know what these situations hold, so I think we're pretty prepared for these games and we know what to do to come in, try to get a win, and take care of business.
So you're coming into this game, you know you're playing a tough team. It sounds like you're pretty comfortable. What's like the message in practice from Coach?
You know, we focus a lot in the cage. A big part of ours is just trying to hit the ball the other way, and mostly just contact. You know, put the ball in play, make something work, and then the bunting. Bunting comes in a lot. Get a runner on, bunt him over. I mean, you never know if top of the order is bunting, bottom of the order, bunting for a hit. You know, it's just we focus a lot on the small ball in our game and then just taking care of what we need to on defense.
And as the leadoff hitter, I mean, we did see a lot of that, a lot of small ball showing bunt, but also in 2-strike scenarios, pulling back, getting some RBIs as well. What's it like as a base runner and also as a pitcher, knowing that you have such a versatile heart of your lineup?
Yeah, you know, it's good, especially out there on the mound, knowing that these guys behind me are going to make the plays. Like you saw, I mean, Zeb Borcher's backhand from shortstop, throwing to first. Can't ask for much better than that. But especially on the offensive end, you know, sometimes in the dugout you have no idea what's going on. And it's always great because I think it keeps the defense on their toes. You know, are we swinging, we bunting, or what are we doing?
And such a small school, a lot of you probably grew up together, a lot of you actually brothers as well. What's that like, having that kind of like family affair, someone playing around people that you know so well?
Yeah, you know, I've been playing with most of these guys, especially my class, for the last, I don't know, 10, 11 years. So we've made a lot of good friendships. You know, we know how each other plays, and I think we just mostly play for each other.
Anyone you want to shout out tonight?
You know, just the team. They've had my back in this game. They've always had my back when I'm on the mound, and we just play together and play for each other.
Braylon Cordonier, our Avita Home Health and Hospice MVP player of the game. Anyone you want to shout out tonight?
I'm good, thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And with that, the 2023 season comes to an end. Good night.
Had the opportunity to chat with Braylon Cordonier here as we enter the post-game show presented to you by Maumee Bay Turf Center and Danny's Cafe, Rossford, your trusted source for turf systems and premier sports bar in Rossford. Getting a look at the score there. Rushi winning 9-0 over Mohawk. It was a close game as we get to take a look at those post-game stats. And through 7 innings, Rushi with 6 hits, 9 runs, no errors. From Mohawk, 2 hits and 1 error. for Mohawk. The bats waking up a little bit towards the end of the game where they're finding that rhythm and finding the ball, but fortunately, as Cordonier said, defensive effort behind them for Rushi was exceptional. It was the third inning, though, that ended up really breaking things open, a couple of runs, but eventually in the seventh, or the bottom of the sixth rather, really laying it on with a series of runs, series of hits, total of 4 RBIs and a couple of walks led to the run. So wrapping things up as we enter the tail end of this game. Thank our sponsors one last time, Maumee Bay Turf Center and Danny's Cafe Rossford, your trusted source for turf systems and premier sports bar in Rossford. Clouse Construction Corp., your design build general contractor. Avita Home Health and Hospice, providing high-quality community health care and improving the quality of health in families throughout their lifespan. First National Bank of Sycamore, community-based, community focus. Let's build dreams together. And Reinhardt Walters Danner's Insurance Agency, your trusted choice for auto, home, business, life, and benefits insurance. I'm Bryce Coder, your director and commentator for the evening, joined on the camera by Evan Johnson. I'd like to thank him. If you're watching at home, please take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Have a great rest of your night.